everybody. Today is February 10th with your Tuesday Scoop. I'm Joe Brocious.
And I'm Heather Hunter.
The brains of the operation. Now listen, consumer spending has fallen drastically over the last few months, which proves obviously what we've known, that Americans are spending less and saving more. Well, there's one thing we've definitely found that is still worth the money. Any questions that first class ticket is still probably worth the price? Finally, some good news on the financing front. Last Friday, Fannie Mae announced that once again they will be allowing high credit quality bona fide investors back into the marketplace with 10 or up to 10 finance properties. And what high credit quality means is above a 720 FICO score, 6 months reserves for each property that you own, and the ability to document rental income for your other investment properties, i.e. means a full documentation borrowers. Now, this isn't the holy grail that we've been working, or looking for, but it is definitely a start that'll open up and bring some investors back into the market. And we're looking for Freddie Mac to definitely follow suit sometime later this week.
Yeah, another great thing that Fannie Mae has out there is the new HomePath program. This allows buyers to purchase Fannie Mae's REOs directly from them. The cool part of this program is for people buying a primary residence, they do provide up to 97% financing, and investors, they go up to 90%, which we haven't seen in months from them. And the greatest part is no mortgage insurance is required and no appraisal is required.
And we looked on Fannie Mae's website, just in the HomePath section, and looked up Sacramento, and there are 260 properties that are there in our hometown, Sacramento alone. So a lot of good stuff on there. This looks like it could be a big deal for investors and homeowners alike.
The Senate is due to vote today on Obama's $800 billion economic stimulus plan. Now, a revision to this plan that we just heard about last week is that they're looking to increase the first-time homebuyer tax credit from $7,500 to $15,000. And they're also looking to make this eligible to homeowners that are actually looking to buy up.
Now, just for reference, if you spent $1 million a day for the next 2,000 years, you would not equal the $800 billion stimulus plan that we're currently looking to put into place.
It's a little sickening. But they're also looking in this tax plan, as we have mentioned before, to have the homeowner not have to pay that tax credit back.
Which I think will happen and be a good thing. Now, we're still getting a lot of questions about this tax credit from realtors and from some of our first-time homebuyer clients. So we've got a link below. You can click on it. It's got a list of frequently asked questions. It's a good read, so forward it to anybody that you know bought a house or is in the market as a first-time homebuyer. Timothy Geithner, new Treasury Secretary, who still has all of his hair, by the way.
Not for long.
Look for that to fall off within the next few months. Unveiled the government's new deficit spending program that is trying to also include private sector investors.
Yeah, Geithner is coming up with a plan to create the Public-Private Investment Fund, where essentially they would fund up to $1 trillion.
Trillion with a T.
Yeah, to help private investors be able to buy basically distressed securities.
Like commercial paper, mortgage-backed securities, things like that.
Yeah, at the same time this morning, the Fed announced their mortgage-backed security program, which Joe and I have been talking about over the past few weeks and how it relates to rates and whatnot. But they had allotted up to $200 billion, and they are now saying they are going to increase that up to $1 trillion.
Trillion.
Yeah,
with a
today's
T.
$1 trillion day, to try and get credit unfrozen and get the banks lending again.
Now, showing steadfast support for the government's program, on Wall Street, the Dow plunged 300 points on this exciting news.
Yeah, obviously they have a whole lot of confidence in the government at this point. Another thing that Geithner said, which was kind of humorous, I think, is that, with the new round of taxpayer money being involved, that there will be limitations on executive pay with the banks.
It only takes, so it's good, it only takes about $350 billion lost in the first round that they can't account for to put some restrictions on the executives. So that's it for the scoop, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Listen, if you have questions on the HomePath program, our contact information is above.
Yeah, you guys, we're approved with lenders that are doing this program currently, so it's a great buying opportunity for first-time home buyers and investors. So definitely, as always, there's a link below to our site if you want to fill out a loan application as well.
Yeah, if we can help in any way, if you got a purchase or a refinance that needs to be done, we're glad to. If you contact us, you're going to speak to Heather or I. If you're joining us for the first time, you can always subscribe, forward us to a friend, or we always take your constructive suggestions as well. So we'll see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Have a great week.